Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, hello, my name is Gazmend and I'm co-founder and CTO of a company called Intelligent Network Solutions. We are a software development company based in Skopje, Macedonia. We exist for around 8 years by now, and if I would have to choose one single description for our company, is that we are a company that builds geographical information systems, or GIS systems mostly. However, we are divided in these 4 directions, 4 pillars, what we call them, which are the governmental institutions, telecom industry, fleet management, and around 20% of our time we devote to development of cutting-edge technologies, a kind of decision development technique. So, basically, we offer almost like consultancy and etc. As I mentioned, we work in Macedonia, but not only Macedonia, we work in the big region. We have cooperated with many larger players in the region, like T-Mobile, Slovenia, Telecom, etc. As I mentioned, one of our 4 pillars is fleet management, and in this area we have 2 years of intensive experience with more than 60 satisfied customers, over 1,500 vehicles active, in which over 900 are some lightweight vehicles, or 600 are heavyweight vehicles, trucks, buses, and yes, we have also an implementation on a tank. And this is a true story. Once we hooked a GPS device on a tank, it was rather crazy actually. So if you would ask me if the business is going well, yes, I would say it goes great. But can it be better? Of course it can be better. It can be way better. And why I say this? Well, it's from direct experience. When our sales force is going to the field, there are moments when we need to refuse our clients because of their specifics and specific businesses they lead. So, which this missing link that we saw, that the market, not only in Skopje or in Macedonia or in Albania or in the Balkans, but in the whole world. These missing links are, for example, families that would like to have a cloud-based tracking of their children. You have a small child which has a smartphone, and you would like to know if the child is safe, where his whereabouts or his movements. Or if you go one level up, imagine a company which deals with security. So a company that has 300 foot soldiers, if I can call them like this, that are patrolling the city or are securing objects throughout the country. There is no way that you can give them a strong GPS device, as it requires a steady battery. It's something that they really need, and there is no way to provide this with more than 90% of active fleet management systems. So if you take a look at what's given in the market, over 90% of them are actually only for vehicles. Some of the clients simply do not want to invest in additional hardware. If you want to deploy a fleet management system that goes on vehicles, you need to pay plus money for some additional hardware, which not everybody can afford. Some of the smaller companies really cannot have this budget. A lot of clients, in our experience, were complaining about the complexity of the systems. So some of the clients want only the tracking. Other ones want to track only the driving reports. The third ones want to check the fuel level. So basically, what the clients usually get when they buy a fleet management system, they get a turnkey solution, but they want to buy, let's say, a car or a smaller house, and they get a complete mansion, which they will not even use, 200 rooms or something. And most of them, what we get a lot from our clients is the negotiation, hard negotiations around the price. So when you go into fleet management systems that deploy hardware on vehicles, you are confronted with a client that has maybe 5 vehicles, 10. Let's say, for the sake of argument, one of the largest projects in Macedonia was deployment of 600 vehicles. So 600 would be kind of a top level of implementation for a country of the size as much as Macedonia, and I guess Albania would be similar. Now, if you go back to one of our requests from a company which works in security, only this one company has more than 300 people in patrol, for which they want to know where they are at a certain point and what is their current status. So this missing link is rather big. So there is a good portion of the market which cannot be covered with a large part of solutions for fleet management that they are right now in the field. So what we did to change this, well, we invented InstaTrack. We have a product that we call InstaTrack. So what on earth is InstaTrack? I will try to explain this in more detail right now. We can start with a basic definition. InstaTrack is a platform for real-time tracking of your fleet. But what this means and what we try to deliver through InstaTrack is that we try to make the customer an active part of his fleet. So how do we do this? Well, first of all, we want to enable the customers with a very, very fast start. If you think about the existing fleet management systems implementations, you need to visit the customer, you need to mount the devices into the vehicles, and this usually takes time. One typical installation goes at least several days. What we do with InstaTrack is that we have a client which is an Android application. To start using InstaTrack, all you need to do is just download the application, install it on your phone, and the phone starts sending out data about the GPS location, the battery life, speed of movement of the phone, and they send it towards the main server. The server does its magic, so it crunches the data, centralizes it, optimizes it properly, and shows it over a web interface through which the company can follow and manage its fleet. When I say that we want to make the user an active part of its fleet, and we say the user, we think about the organization that actually manages its fleet, we mean this. At first, we have live tracking of each and every user, be it a child which is running around with his friends, or maybe a fleet of bikers that are delivering pizzas in the city. In any case, there is a real-time update of each and every location of any of the clients, along with their speed of movement and their level of battery. And also, we send out a certain set of live notifications which help the customers plan their course of action better. What this means is that we send out alarms about low battery. If the battery of the client goes under 10% or 5%, we send out a live notification toward the administrators. If a client goes offline for more than 15 minutes, we send a notification that there is a client that went offline for more than 15 minutes. If the client comes back online, we send a notification that this and this client came back online. And also we have emergency alarms where every user which is in the field can send out an emergency beacon, which then alerts the central managers about their whereabouts and that there is some kind of distress that needs to be followed. So along with the live tracking and this system of working with notifications, we are trying to somehow make the administrators a live part of their fleets. Now, apart from this live section of tracking, we have the complete history of movements of each and every client. This is actually my history of movements. So as we were arrived to Tirana yesterday. This is how my client, actually my phone, was recording my movements. And in some bigger detail, this is our entrance in Tirana. As you can see, we missed the ring road to enter from the south part of Tirana. I always do this, I never learned how to enter properly. So, what's also interesting here is that except the possibility of filtering this whole data and a chronological, timeline of all the recorded information, I had no network coverage in this area. If the client has no network coverage, the location and all the recorded information from the phone is recorded inside the phone, and whenever happens that the client gets internet connectivity, this complete set of recorded set of data is sent to the server, so no history or no movement is logged to the administrator. So you have history, you have live tracking, but this question and feature of geofences, we call them geofences, was one of the first problems that we wanted to solve in our existing fleet management systems. So geofences are somehow like checkpoints for your fleet movements. I'll give you an example. There is one of our clients that has foot patrol, and clients are paying them to visit certain points in the city several times during the night because they are securing them privately. The client wanted to know if the security guards are actually visiting these points around the city. So with these geofences, they can only mark the points which need to be visited, and the system makes a follow-up or records when a certain user entered this geofence and when it exited, along with the time that he spent inside this location. So all of this data that we gather, entrances into the geofences, the historical data, the battery level, the alarms notifications, all of this we are showing over a certain set of reports. This is the number of entrances in a certain geofence. We have a large set of reports. I will not go through them right now. And what we try to stress in this case is, although this system looks kind of scary, it follows clients. You see something, you have something in your pockets which actually does some following. We have a really great accent on privacy, as it's my personal opinion. Also, we have this common policy that all of our systems need to have strict privacy policies. So the control and the choice of if you are going to be tracked or not is in your hands. If you don't want to be tracked, you just flip the switch and the application stops sending any notification. This is what we deliver in our end-user license agreement, and this is what we want to do. There are no super users, so we as a provider we will never be able to see any of the data that our clients are giving out. The data is in the database is encrypted, and we are communicating over secure SSL. So we are trying to make this system as private as possible. So let's conclude here. Why should somebody use InstaTrack? Well, there are several benefits. First of all, there are no additional expenses for using InstaTrack. You can start using InstaTrack the very day that you decide to own a fleet management system. There is the set of devices that covers our InstaTrack application is basically any live Android phone that you can find around. It has a vast number of reports, which means that you can make better decisions without consulting your IT department, partners, etc., etc. And it's a cloud-based solution, which means that as far as cloud-based solution goes, the price of the service will just go down, and it's very small because the power in this cloud-based solution, as you all know probably, is in the number. And except this, there is a complete team that stands behind intelligent network solutions. So let's talk numbers. Let's not talk vanity, but let's talk numbers. This system, we started developing the system on the 1st of January 2015, and we finished on the 1st of April 2015. So this is our baby product. It just came out of the laboratory 40, 50 days ago. In these, so it was a team of 6 people working together. In these 40 days, our sales force was doing their job, and we already have more than 400 active users, which is an amazing start for us, I must say. And we have in the database right now, I checked yesterday, last time, we have over 3 billion locations, and all the tests for performances are working flawlessly, which means that the system is built strongly and is built to last. We already have a pricing model. Whoever is interested can contact me, and of course we are open for any cooperation, joint ventures, revenue share, and so on. So I would like to thank you for your time. I hope that I didn't bore you too much. Thank you.